because it's not like people didn't tell me that. It's not like people didn't tell me that they saw greatness in me and that they saw a lot of great things in me and or my ability to do great things. You know, it's not like I wasn't told these things as a kid and as a young adult. I was told these things. I just didn't care. My whole mindset was, what can I get? How high can I go while doing the least amount of work? And that was just my mindset. That's what I focused on, was just how much can I get done and how high can I go and how far can I go with doing the least amount of work. And now that I'm older, now that I've been through some more things, and I can sit back and I'm no wonder I failed. It don't surprise me one bit that I didn't see success and I didn't see any fortune or, anything. I didn't really get nothing up to this point. I won't say nothing, but I got very little out of, my ventures because I put very little in, and so I do understand now that, success and making it, your dreams, all of these things require sacrifice. They require work and sacrifice. And so, and I was really willing to do neither, at least not to the level that I needed to. I was willing to work, but once the work got to a certain point, I was ready to give up. I was willing to give up certain things, sacrifice certain things, but once it required sacrificing of other things that I just was not willing to sacrifice, I just stopped doing it. And so that's why for me, I can completely understand, because I used to have a damn why me mentality, or what's the point? It's not going to work for me. It's going to work for other people, but it's not going to work for me. And the reason why it didn't work for me, and I mean, for me, it was always like, oh, the universe or God just don't want me to doing that. And it's just like, no, that's not the case. It's just, I wasn't willing to go as far as other people were. I wasn't willing to work as hard as other people were willing to work. I wasn't willing to sacrifice as much as other people were willing to sacrifice. I wasn't willing to go as hard as other people were willing to go. And this is just me I can be honest now with myself, because I was lying to myself back then, and being delusional, like, oh, it's everyone else, or man, it's just their time, or um you know life just ain't fair, or whatever, or I'm meant to just be stuck here doing this, and I, just telling myself all types of things, other things, telling myself everything except for, no, you're not working as hard as them. You're not trying as hard as them. You're not sacrificing as much as them. You don't want it nowhere near as much as them. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, you might want the ideal just as much as they want the idea, but when it's time to execute, you're not executing like them. You're not putting in the time that they putting in. You're not sacrificing what they sacrificing. You're not going as hard as they're going. You're not willing to work two, three jobs just to make their dreams happen. You know what I'm saying? And it was one of those things where deep down I knew. So even when people would tell their stories, like you would watch an interview with somebody, going from that rags to riches story, and you would hear about I was working two, three jobs. Take my even closer to home, my mom, you know what I'm saying? Hearing about my mom, watching my mom work two, three jobs to make sure me and my brother had, it was just like, for the longest time, I don't think I had that in me. It wasn't in me. Just being honest, it wasn't in me, that whatever, that drive, that go get it, that I don't even know what to describe, a desire, whatever it is, to make somebody, no, let me go work three jobs because I want it that bad.